Yeah, culture influences is for real. It's top of the list, man.
Yeah. Get in your box.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, and let us have it.
Yeah.
And put it out there for us to consume. And when we judge it, and we don't judge it the way you want us to judge, don't get mad at us. You mad at us. We don't like it. You know what I'm saying? You done read some book and got all off into some different kind of rhythms and shit.
Yeah.
We ain't feeling your new direction. You think it's the world is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You got a responsibility to us to jam and to give us shit to move to. You know? Some people's responsibilities are different. Some people's responsibilities are to the craft, is to move the culture ahead. You know? So I'm not picking up Jay Electronica's album wanting him to jam in the same way like a Boosie or something.
You think Jay Electronica dropped the ball?
No, I think Jay Electronica moved the goal. I think he moved the needle. That album is great. A lot of motherfuckers. I'm Muslim, so I get it.
Okay, I ain't know that.
So a lot of the things that he was saying from any Muslim would love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's reciting Quran, reciting different prayers in Arabic and whatnot. So he's doing these things, and I know exactly what you're saying, and it resonates with me. And then I know already that you can't go into this project using the drum patterns of today.
Right. I like that production. It was different.
That was like part of I'm moving the culture forward. I'm not coming in this bit. First of all, I'm coming in this bit. I feel like
lanes like that, culture moving lanes are more important than certain lanes.
Because the culture's not always ready to be moved.
Okay, good point.
So when you come when a nigga like Kanye come and make a Jesus, like an album about Christ or being a Christian or whatnot, that shit, some motherfuckers want Kanye to be, a lot of people will want Kanye to remain ignorant as far as the music goes. You want him to say some controversial shit, you know, over elaborate production. You know, you don't want him to use the height of his musical powers to tell you some shit about God. You want him to tell man, the bitch need to suck your dick or whatnot. I'm gonna fuck your girl type shit. Yeah. So, you know, when he fails to deliver in that shit can make a lot of people feel like that he didn't do what he was supposed to do. He didn't come with the album in the way that he should have. Right. You know, so that's those are the things in your life inside of music today, especially what a lot of people call your brand or whatever.
Right.
That shit is like super important to your how relatable you're gonna be. You know? So we grew up to a lot of rappers that was giving us a way of thinking.
Yeah.
And they were just iconic in their way of delivering it.
But not necessarily delivering that good shit.
No, they was delivering good shit when we believed them. But then as time went on and they didn't have a life that resembled a person with knowledge of self and with knowledge of like some of that shit they were saying, that boss shit they were saying.
Right.
And now that we done got to today, like, cause when people start, like when I talk to people and I say, there's people that are in Jay-Z's class.
Yeah.
Of like, they careers have been around or started as like his did or around the same time or before his. But the reason why people are not responding to those people today is because their lives aren't on par with, you know, what they were spitting.
Right.
Now we don't give a fuck about what you're saying no more.
I think that's one of the biggest problems with Lil Wayne, is that a lot of his fan base kind of like outgrew his subject matter. Like a lot of the true Lil Wayne fans, they like lifestyle wise, when they were really jamming those ceilings in 09 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Weezy always gonna give you that type of shit. But I feel like his core fans have kind of matured past him. He's always gonna be able to drop shit, but I don't think he'll ever be able to captivate the world like he did, because the people who really his fans, they kind of mature past what he's.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna disagree, but I still feel like it's a good point.
For sure.
The nigga Wayne's a genius.
He is though. He's a cold motherfucker though.
And you can never count a genius out.
That's true.
So I'm gonna leave that part of it, and I'm gonna say as well. Sometimes you can be so fucking like. There's a universal law called the law of growth.
True.
Right? And if you keep doing something, you're gonna grow in it. Right? So even if you just bullshitting, you're
gonna grow some bullshit.
You hurting yourself. You know what I mean? So a dude like Wayne, who's been rapping professionally
forever
since he was probably like 15, professional.
I would say about 12.
Okay,
yeah.
As a professional,
yeah,
right? 37.
Yeah.
Then he's got these like crazy creative bursts that last for 50 albums, like 50 mixtapes. I'm going crazy. Turn it on. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's put that out. Let's get it out there.
Yeah.
And exploding in the process. Somewhere along the line, as a brand, the nigga is Snoop Dogg. He's like over on the other side of the fence.
Oh yeah, he's definitely there.
It's very hard to be ill from that standpoint on a hip hop level. But if it's anybody that can figure it out, I think it's him. We've not seen the only example that we have of that, correct me if I'm wrong, is Jay-Z's the only person that's been ill after the spurt, like the burst, the hot streak, go lay down, come back up, global icon, I'm gonna drop you an album and it's gonna fuck with culture.
That cultural influence.
I do believe that Wayne has the ability to do it.
Yeah, never count him out.
And another thing is that people think, I know we talk about this shit all the time, people think Wayne fell off.
A lot of people say that.
What the fuck does that mean, fall off?
Well,
like Chingy fell off.
I don't think Chingy was ever on to me.
He was on.
He was on, but he was never.
He got more than one hit.
But he was never anybody I expected to like carry a fan base for a long extended period of time. I never had that expectation of him. He was hot than a motherfucker. Nigga. I
think that we could probably point out people that you didn't think that was going to be around is still around, and people that you thought was going to be around is not around.
And that's a true point. But by saying that, my expectation, exceeding my expectation, is what I want from you. I want you to change my mind. I want you to, you know what I'm saying. So when I say that about Chingy, you know, that's not just about Chingy. That's my perspective in general.
I'm saying Chingy fell off. He can't sell out a 500-person club right now.
Not at all.
No disrespect to Chingy. Compared to Wayne, who can't walk on the planet Earth.
Yeah.
But can't walk around.
People say Wayne fell off as far as Lil Wayne used to be a feeling. Like a feeling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever
feeling that he used to be.
Yeah.
If you're gonna book that feeling,
yeah, it's gonna
be at the Toy. No, fuck that. I'm saying it's gonna be at the Toyota Center.
Yeah. That's right. People say he fell off. I ain't say he fell off now.
Yeah.
People say he fell off.
I'm saying in every major city in the United States, 15,000 people want to see Wayne. Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think that is what's up right there. That's not like falling off.
He's dope. I just think that he'll never be able to like recapture that cultural influence that he had at one point. You know what I'm saying? I think his quality work will always remain. He's still dope. He's still ill, but he never will be able to captivate the people like he did before. Even though his work is done, like you say, if he gonna do a show today, it's gonna be a choice. He ain't hurting for no bread.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as that culture,
he's up on you, to make it happen.
I think he's
so the likelihood is that he will do it, rather than he won't. Why I say that? Because I already got millions of people. Anything I put out is gonna be in the fucking pantheon of what it is that I do.
Yeah.
So it's going to be judged. It's not going to be like just looked over.
Right.
So it's gonna get all of the attention and everything that it needs. You know, if we wake up tomorrow morning and Wayne dropped the album last night.
Everybody gonna check it out.
Somebody it's gonna be checked for. So if it's sonically moving the needle, if he ain't just just dumbing out doing normal Wayne, it's gonna be something. But one of the issues with him is that he done explored his artistry so deeply and spawned all of these different knockoff Lil Waynes. Yeah. So that's like these are all of his children running around.
That's true. I just think his albums, the newer albums, are great works. By his work, they just don't stick. It's long. Like you hear a nigga talking about Carter 1, Carter 2, Carter 3. You hear a nigga talk about No Ceilings. You don't hear a nigga talking about them last two like they
Funeral.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing. We
love Wayne.
I got love for Wayne too. Yeah. I'm just saying, just being identifying with the game. This is a question though.